So for Women's History Month, we were inspired to come up with our own list of movies that had a female lead or at least a strong contributing character.
Even the director.
Absolutely, even the director as well. So we kind of went through our list. It was hard to do because what do you include? But I landed on Mildred Pierce as one of my choices, available here on the Criterion Collection. If you want to see an unboxing of this and hear a little bit more about the contents and learn why this is such a great movie to have in your personal collection.
Purchase, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely well worth it. So you can see that review, that unboxing review on our page. But right now we're going to talk about the movie itself from 1945, starring Joan Crawford and Anne Blythe and Jack Carson. This was directed by Michael Curtiz, who directed Casablanca, which I think is
one
of
my
your
favorite
favorites.
romance movie.
There you go. And what do you think about this one?
I loved it. It's a strong movie about motherhood, and we're also, like, Joan Crawford put out a performance that you rarely ever see in cinema. I mean, she was amazing as, number one, a single mother, number two, a strong woman, and number three, just somebody who puts in everything that they can just to get exactly what they want in life, which was, for her, fame, fortune, but she just wanted to be comfortable and make her daughters proud.
Yeah, she was a hard worker. She just wanted to be able to survive on her own,
right?
Because all the men in her life are, lecherous people that just want her for physical attention and to be a wife and mother. No one saw her as who she was and her potential, but she did. And so this is really kind of a story about motherhood, and it's a story about female empowerment. A woman in 1945, this is very unusual for a woman to be able to just kind of go off on her own and make her way and make her own money and do that kind of thing. It sounds crazy if you're young, so don't come at us. It's like this is how it was in society at the time.
And if you're young, there's murder. I mean,
there's murder.
That's fun.
So, something for everyone. So, yeah, it's an interesting story because it's part family drama as she's trying to raise her husband is having an affair on her, so she's left with her two kids. She's trying to raise them, and Vita is a character. I'm worried because he hates this character so bad.
I hate her.
Vita is a spoiled brat who, just focuses on herself and doesn't care what sacrifices her mother is making and so on. And she kind of takes it to the nth degree. We won't say too much, but she really takes it to all new levels of spoiled brattiness.
She's a top 10 most hateable character in film history.
Yeah, sure.
I'm shocked I've never heard her in one of those lists.
Yeah, you'd put her up there with like Art the Clown.
Yeah, well, Art the Clown is way more enjoyable.
Well, yeah, he's more fun.
Yeah.
But regardless, so it's really kind of a motherhood story, like, a woman being able to like find her way on her own and rely on herself rather than other people. But also, on the other hand, it's also a crime noir and a great noir movie. I love crime noir movies. And yeah, you're a big fan. Mm-hmm. There's the opening scene in this is like one of my favorites, as well as there's a reveal of who's behind what's actually going on and that kind of thing. That shot it's shown a lot in examples of noir, but it's just beautiful. It's just breathtaking.
Yes, it is.
How it looks and the shadows used and everything is just fantastic. So that moment alone is really worth it. But you got a great supporting cast. You've got Jack Carson, who you may know from Arsenic and Old Lace, which our review is on there. You can check that out. But you also probably know him from It's a Wonderful Life. He was the police officer in that movie. Eve Arden, who starred in Our Miss Brooks, but also was the principal in Grease. That's where most people know her from. She plays a great part in this. She's kind of Mildred's only support,
right.
And she's a sassy minx, and she has no problem putting people in their place and telling them how things are. And she's great. She's some great lines.
And she's comedic in this movie. I mean, I loved her character. Probably the only character in the movie I genuinely liked because, everybody else is just such an awful person.
Yeah, there's some trash people in here, believe me. And then Butterfly McQueen, who you may know from Gone with the Wind, also has a part in here. And being 1945, sometimes black actors and actresses had some kind of problematic roles that they were kind of forced to take in order to practice their craft. This one is like, it's kind of the middle of the road. It's not stereotypical. It's pretty respectful. Butterfly McQueen's voice is very kind of high and kind of cartoonish, and so it kind of makes it feel like they're maybe stereotyping more than they actually are. But this character, she's smart, she's in control, she knows how to work her way through the system and give people what they're expecting from her, but she's certainly not a victim. She gets promoted as Mildred's career grows. She takes her right along with her. She's a very lovable character, and not really. She's kind of the comedy relief at times, but not not at her expense.
Right. She's trusted, she's appreciated,
yeah.
and she's respected.
Yeah, she's part of the family. So, so again, I wouldn't say that, it's a great example, but it's not as problematic as some movies from 1945 would be. But anyway, if you want this for the motherhood aspect or you want it from the crime noir aspect, you're going to be happy either way. And you'll be surprised how well these two can be married together in this great film that I highly recommend.
And great is an understatement because this movie really is just a top film, a top noir film. You should check it out.